Cameron Garber, and this is my informative speech on how to shoot a three-pointer in basketball. Making a shot in basketball with the correct form is not such a difficult task, but if you are trying to shoot with incorrect form, then this can be a very difficult task to accomplish. One of the ways I was taught to shoot, and I think is a very helpful technique, is the beef process. In the beef process, the B stands for balance, the first E is for eyes, the second E is for elbow, and lastly, the F is for follow through. The B for balance is the first and one of the most important parts of having correct shooting form. Having your feet spread the correct distance apart will make shooting a lot easier. The correct distance to have your feet spread apart will be shoulder width apart to give you the best balance. The heel to toe principle is what I was taught, and this was the easiest way for me to get my balance. And if you are a right-handed shooter, then you want the toes of your left foot to be lined up with the heel of your right foot. But if you are a left-handed shooter, you'll want it to be the exact opposite. You'll want the toes of your right foot to be lined up with the heel of your left foot. With the balance also comes using your legs to shoot. Using your legs is a very vital part to having successful form. When using your legs, you want to make sure to bend your knees and jump off the ground a little bit when you go to shoot a shot. Using your legs will become more and more important as you become tired. This is so because the more tired you get, the more you want to focus on using your legs. The first E is for eyes. This part of the beef technique is a simple but important part that one should focus on when trying to learn proper shooting form. The main thing with the eyes is to make sure and focus on the rim. This becomes very important when a shooter is shooting a shot in game. And the reason so is because the person shooting has to make sure and stay focused on the rim and not pay attention to the defender that's trying to close out on the shooter and block the shot. If the shooter loses sight of the rim, then it becomes very easy to miss the shot. The second E is for elbow. When it comes to correct shooting form, the elbow can determine whether you will have correct or incorrect shooting form. The correct position to have your shooting elbow in would be 90 degrees, or in other words, make an L shape with your shooting elbow. If you can master the L shape with your elbow, then the chances of becoming a successful shooter will increase greatly. It is easy for one to not get the elbow in the correct L shape. So when the shooter is trying to shoot a shot, they should make sure and really focus on trying to get the elbow in the correct L shape. Because this step is probably what a shooter should pay the most attention to when practicing a shot, and just like with anything, practicing repetition with shooting is very important. Lastly, there's the F, which stands for follow through. This step in the beef process is very, very important in becoming a successful shooter. The follow through is the last thing that one can do to determine where the ball will go. Even if a person does all of the beef process correctly up until the follow through, and then they don't do the follow through correctly, this could cause the shooter to miss the shot. So when a shooter is doing the follow through, the way I was taught is to make sure and snap your wrist as if you were dropping it over the rim. If all of these steps are followed correctly, anyone can learn to become a successful shooter. I hope that the beef process can and will help out anyone who is trying to become a successful shooter. I know it was a huge help for me. Thank you.